exit to you getting out, because the enemy is in the world trying to keep you from coming to where I am. So every time he comes after you, if you keep your head clear and if you keep your eyes open, I'll show you the escape route. So when the enemy comes, you ain't got to go through what he says, but you can escape through this way. Y'all ought to give God some praise and thank God for every way of temptation God has provided a way of escape. Therefore, don't come and tell me, oh, I couldn't do it. You had every access not to do it. You just chose to do it.
That's right, Pastor.
Amen.
Amen.
All right?
Amen.
I need somebody to give me Luke 22 real quick, 22 and 31, and I'm closing. So we have access. So the enemy wants to get some. So he goes to Job. Are y'all listening to me? And he says, listen, if you move the hedge, and y'all know Job got sick. Yeah. Remember he got boils?
Yes.
Remember he lost his children?
Yeah.
Some of y'all can say right now, I'm going through some stuff. Amen. I'm saved, but I'm going through some stuff. Yeah. Can I tell you, it was permitted?
Amen. Yes, Amen. Amen. Lord. Amen.
Then the scripture says God will put no more on you than you can bear. Yeah. So he's saying, I permitted it, but you can. Y'all sleeping on me. He says, I permitted to happen, but you can. Because greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world. So if you with me, I've given you the strength to bear whatever he brings at you. But if you look at it the wrong way, it'll take you down. That's why the joy of the Lord is my strength. Amen. Yes, I'm going through the situation, but I'm going through with joy. And like I ain't witness in here, because this sickness is not always. My sister was sick, but it ain't always. It was a momentary sickness, because she ain't sick no more. Y'all gonna make me. See, we looking at it as in the state that she was in. But while she was in that state, she was praising God. Let me make this clear to you. What I'm trying to tell you is while she was in the enemy's sickness, she was in God's presence. So she didn't look at the sickness, she saw his. She said, hold it. Pastor, how you know that? Because every time she would talk, it would be about God. You all know to give God some glory in here. She would start quoting verses and you would finish. Or you would start and she would finish. In other words, she was not in the form of her sickness, but she was being transformed into what? I see this thing for what it is now. That's why we glory. Have I got any witnesses in here? Because sickness don't hold her. She's held by God. She just had to go through that. Amen. There's some things you're going to have to go through, but God's going to see you through it. Because you told the enemy you can't have this. Can I just preach for a little bit? Can I get like 2 minutes to just preach to y'all? Because y'all think like y'all still don't know it. But let me share this with you. My sister, amen, backslid, like some of us did. She went out and did the things, she got upset and did some things, that the world do, amen. So therefore, she allowed the enemy, amen, because her head was clouded. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk to me. See, y'all talking about, your head be clouded too? Amen. And some stuff just coming. You want to know why God, why this? And sometimes you get clouded. And when you get clouded, you wind up doing things you don't have no business. All right, yup. Say he talking to you. He talking to you. And listen here. And when you wind up doing some things you ain't got no business doing. But when she got sick, diagnosed with cancer, amen, she called me on the phone, amen, and she said, brother, I just want to let you know. I said, we were talking, and she was on a prayer line, and she would come, y'all know we're on the prayer line just praying. And she said, listen, she said to me, she said, I feel like preaching a homeborn service already. She said, the devil made a mistake. I said, She said, when I got the news that I was diagnosed with colon cancer, and they told, listen, it wasn't just colon cancer, it was stage 4. Yeah. So in other words, they're saying it ain't nothing you good. Most people don't last through stage 4 for over 2 years. So now, she says to me, she says, you know, the devil is stupid. He is stupid. He's stupid. I said, and I'm sitting there, I'm listening to her. She said, the devil is stupid. And she said, the reason he's stupid is because he would have never allowed the sickness to come on me. Because I had backslid. But because he allowed the sickness to come on me, the enemy thought that he was pulling me further away from God. But when he made the mistake, he didn't know that drew me back. Y'all ain't gonna talk. He said that brought me back to God. I got any witnesses in here? And y'all ought to give God some praise. Tell your neighbor I'm back. And what the enemy meant for bad, God's gonna turn it around for my good. Have I got any witnesses in here? He says, now I want you to know, Charlotte ran her race, but now he leaves the scripture. He says, Peter, Satan desires to sift you as wheat. It means a vigorous shaking. It means that he wants to stop your joy. He wants to stop your peace. Have I got any witnesses in here? He says, Peter, Satan wants you. And the reason he wants you is because you're posing a threat to what he's trying to do. Y'all ought to give God some glory. He says, Peter, I want you to know that you're a threat to what he's trying to do. Because now when you speak, Peter, you talk about my goodness. When you lay hands on the sick, Peter, they shall recover. Peter, you're casting out demons in my name. He says, you're doing all this for my glory. So I want you to make sure. He says, Peter, not only that, but I'm Jesus. Amen. I'm God's son. I gotta leave here. You won't be able to touch me like you can now. But he says, wait a minute. I got to go back to my father's house, right? But he says, when I go back, I'm going to leave you the comforter. But before I leave it, I need you to know that Satan wants you. Now, wait a minute. I thank God for the word. Remember, Jesus changed his name from Simon to what? Peter. He now calls him in this verse. He says, Simon, Simon, which suggests that he got his undivided attention. And when he got his undivided attention, he says, I want you, Simon, Simon. He says, I don't want you to get puffed up in your flesh. Have I got any witnesses in here? He says, I got to take you back to Simon, Simon, because sometimes you think of yourself more than you ought to be. Have I got any witnesses in here? Have I got some real witnesses in here? You want to give God some praise. He says, sometimes because you're in your flesh, you'll forget that it was me who made a way. Because you're in your flesh, you'll start doing things the way you want it to be done. He says, Peter, Peter, I must suggest to you that Satan wants to sift everything that I put in you out. Have I got any witnesses in here? All that I've given you, he doesn't want you to make it. Let your neighbor say, neighbor, the enemy don't want you to make it. But how many you know, if we look to the hills, from whence cometh our help? All of our help cometh from the Lord. He says Satan desires to take everything. His want is not to see you make it. He desires to sift you as wheat. But can somebody say, Jesus prayed? Now watch this. When he prayed before, he was not only talking to Peter, but he was talking to all of the disciples. What he's trying to say, he says, Satan has desired to get all of y'all out. Oh, y'all don't even give God some praise. Tell somebody, Satan wants you to. He wants to come after you. His desire is not in the singular form, but his desire is in the plural form. He wants all of God's children not to make it into heaven. But how many know sometimes some stuff just get personal? Have I got any witnesses in here? I'll pray for you, but this is personal right here. I need God for this situation. So now Jesus looks at Peter and he says, Peter, Satan now desires to sift you as wheat, but I prayed for you. In other words, it ain't about them. It's all about you. Oh, y'all ought to give God some praise that God said, I prayed for you. And what was his prayer? His prayer was that your faith fail not. Have I got any witnesses in here? You might get knocked down, but you won't get knocked out. Have I got any witnesses in here? said 2 minutes, but I feel a bit preachy right about now. He says, wait a minute. Brown says, you gotta go through this. I've been hit. You walked out of my life. You left me with no money. Oh, can I talk to somebody in here? Amen. Oh, you got sickness. You got this and that. You're trying to take me out. But I'm still holding on to God's unchanging hand. Somebody said, you gotta go through in order to get to. Have I got any witnesses in here? Tell your neighbor, go through it. You will get to it. Give God some glory. So you go through it in order to get to it. And he says, wait a minute. Now that you passed the test, because God can never put people behind you until you pass the test, he put before. See, you trying to get people to follow you, but you ain't passed the test that he put before. Now he says, listen, now that you passed the test, he says, now what I need you to do, I need you, because now you made it. I need you to go tell somebody else that they can make it. Are y'all listening to me? He says, when thou art converted, when you turn back, now you can go strengthen somebody. You can't strengthen me and you ain't been through it. How you gonna help me? Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't tell me what God can do and you ain't trusting him.
Yes, sir.
Amen? So you gotta go through it. Now once you go through it, you get to it. Now when you get to it, God will send you others to follow you, and you can lead them through. Amen? Give God some praise.